Amen, focused on the story of a deacon of a church. It was part of a wave of successful sitcoms on NBC in the 1980s and early 1990s, many of which featured a predominantly black cast. Here is a look at where the cast of the hit show is now. Sherman Hemsley as Deacon Ernest Fry. Born February 1, 1938. Deacon Fry wasn't just a leader at the First Community Church in Philadelphia. He was also a lawyer who got in trouble for many of his half-baked ideas. Sherman Hemsley was already a well-known name in Hollywood with his role as George Jefferson in series like All in the Family and The Jeffersons under his belt before Amen. He went on to act in TV, movies, and even released an album. He was seen on shows like Martin, The Wayans Brothers, Sister, Family Matters, and Tyler Perry's House of Pain. On top of that, he used his signature voice in animated and live-action puppet shows like Dinosaurs, The Magic School Bus, and Family Guy. Though he was an extremely shy and private man, he participated in the show, The Surreal Life, in its last season. Due to his private nature, when he sadly died in July 2012, it led to a lot of foolishness on the behalf of others. The fighting over his estate caused him not to be buried after a number of months after his death, and helped fuel rumors about his private life. Jester Hairston as Rollie Forbes. Born July 9, 1901. What's a church without parishioners? In the controlled chaos that was Deacon Fry's schemes and Reverend Reuben's strictness came the voice of reason from loyal, elderly church attendee, Rollie Forbes, played by Jester Hairston. Jester Hairston had a strong career since graduating from Juilliard in the late 1920s. Already being a force in fields of music, radio, music and television, he reconnected with Clifton Davis from That's My Mama and came to Amen. After Amen, he appeared in Being John Malkovich in an episode of Family Matters, which was his last role. In 2000, he died of natural causes at the age of 98, and has a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Roz Ryan as Amelia Hedebrink. Born July 7, 1951. Roz Ryan, who portrayed Amelia, is an award-winning Broadway actress, who appeared in many productions like Ain't Misbehavin', Dreamgirls, and Chicago. Her first television role was in Amen, which helped her launch a stellar career in television and film. She went on to star in Barbershop, All About the Andersons, and The Ricky Smiley Show. She also showed off her amazing voice by doing voice work for Buzz Lightyear in Star Command, Disney's Hercules, as well as Kim Possible, The Marvelous Misadventures of Flapjack. She was Bubby, Adventure Time, and as Witch Leza in The Looney Tunes Show. Today she is 74. Barbara Montgomery as Cassietta Hedebrink. Born June 25, 1939. When Amelia was chattering to someone, it was usually her sister, Cassietta, who was portrayed by Barbara Montgomery. Barbara, who was already established as a fixture in off-Broadway productions and won an Obie Award, was a natural on her first sitcom gig in Amen. After Amen, she appeared in fan-favorite shows like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Living Single, A Different World, and Sister Sister. She also appeared in movies like Lift and Blackout, and made her directorial debut with the historical film Matote. Today she is 86. Elsa Raven as Inga, the housekeeper. Born September 21, 1929. Have you ever watched a show that had a new character that appeared with a detailed backstory and then just disappeared with no explanation? That's who Inga, the maid, was in Amen, appearing in a few episodes. Elsa Raven's portrayal of Swedish housekeeper Inga was Gone on a Wing and a Prayer. Elsa had a long list of films under her belt, including A Streetcar Named Desire and The Postman Rings Twice. She went on to appear in more hits like Wise Guy, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Murphy Brown, Titanic, Seinfeld, and the short film There With Me. Sadly, she passed in November 2020 aged 91. Rosetta Lenoir as Leola Henderson, Forbes. Born August 8, 1911. When Rollie Forbes was dispensing his wisdom to the masses in the church, he had his love interest and eventual wife by his side. Leola Henderson was first portrayed by Rosetta Lenoir. Rosetta Lenoir was known not just in front of audiences, but behind the scenes as well. While becoming a force on stage, she was also a prominent producer, casting agent, and founded the theater group, Amas, which was created to add diversity in stage plays. After Amen, Rosetta continued to work both in front and behind the scenes. She was in Maverick Square, and appeared in an episode of Cosby. But she's best known as Estelle Winslow, Carl Winslow's mother on Family Matters. Sadly, in 2002 she died at the age of 90. But not before being awarded the National Media Arts Award, and had an award named after her for her pursuits of trying to get equal acting opportunities for people of color from the Actors Equality Association. Montrose Haggins as Leola Forbes, the sequel. Born June 12, 1917. Haggins took over as Leola Henderson after Lenoir had left to pursue other projects. She portrayed Raleigh's wife from 1989 to 1991. After Amen, Ms. Haggins continued to work in the industry, appearing in viewer favorites like Rock, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Homefront, Touched by an Angel, Sister, Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, Seinfeld, The Jamie Foxx Show, and had a prominent role in The Famous Jed Jackson. She retired from acting in 2005, and spent her last years with her family in Pennsylvania before her death in 2012 at age 95. Bumper Robinsons as Clarence. Born June 19, 1974. Bumper joined the cast of Amen in 1990. He played Clarence, a young boy that was a sort of protege to Deacon Fry. After appearing on Amen as Clarence till 1991, Bumper has since become a successful voice actor. On occasion, he still gets regular acting work, too. Today he is 51. Anna Maria Horsford as Thelma Fry. Born March 6, 1947. Thelma was Deacon Fry's single daughter who was completely enamored with Reverend Reuben. Anna Maria Horsford had an extremely long career in acting. According to her IMDb page, she's been acting since she was 4. After Amen, she did what all working actors do, kept acting. She's been in programs like Tall Hopes, Rhythm and Blues, Set It Off, The Wayans Brothers, The District, The Shield, Friday, New Girl, and Read Between the Lines. Her latest movie, Tyler Perry's A Medea's Family Christmas, came out in 2013. Today she is 78. Clifton Davis as Reverend Reuben Gregory. Born October 4, 1945. Reverend Reuben was the love of Thelma's life, and the thorn in Deacon Fry's side. Clifton Davis was always known from shows like That's My Mama. As an established songwriter, he wrote the Jackson 5 hit, Never Can Say Goodbye, and an established, and Tony-nominated, Broadway performer. His life delved into an abyss of using women and cocaine, before he found God and turned his life around, making his role in Amen perfect for him. After Amen, he's continued to work as an actor, appearing in many shows like Living Single, Sparks, American Dream, and Half and Half, along with movies Any Given Sunday and Halloweentown High. He also released a number of critically acclaimed, Grammy-nominated albums, while having a strong career as an ordained minister, along with being a chancellor at Elizabeth City State University in North Carolina for a few years. He also is an avid philanthropist for many programs like Children's Defense Fund, Trey Whitfield Foundation, Arise and Walk Ministries Foundation, and others. Today she is 80.